Welcome to part 2 of To End a Curse. We are starting to see signs that this job is not all that it seems to be, and that there may be more to this house than first appears. Let's see what the party can uncover.
Kramus walks back to the entryway door and tries to open it.
I follow closely.
Okay.
Varys is very torn because he wanted to see this frostbite situation work, but he also wants to be with his brother. So,
As the two of you open the door and walk through, you find yourselves facing back into the room, and you can feel the door locking behind you.
Wait a minute.
Which room? Like we're walking back in through the front door?
Yeah, as we walk out the front door, we enter back into the foyer, and then the door closes and locks behind us.
Wait a minute.
What might have been a pull? Shall we try?
We shall. We shall. They both tug.
It doesn't budge.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure. He's only stealthy when his brother tells him to be.
Is Kramos a quiet?
Yes.
Like, would I potentially hear this from 2 rooms away?
You walk into the room to the side of Kramus.
Okay.
2 hands on the handle, both feet on the door, just pulling as hard as he can off the ground, not realizing that he's counteracting his own momentum.
Okay, so at that point, I'll head back and
display.
do another detect magic on the door.
That idea is sharp.
You try detect magic and look at the door.
Yeah, try to get near the door and have detect magic on.
You don't know what, but something transmuted the door, and you get the feeling it's probably not actually a door anymore.
Okay, Kramos, that's not a door anymore. It's been transmuted.
I'm looking at the door right now. All this magic stuff always messing my day up.
It's useful in some ways,
what-
annoying in others.
When you do it, it's great. When other people do it to us, it's terrible. Look at I've got to take a shite, and there's nowhere to go now.
I am in
You
the
can
room
feel
with
when the
everyone,
voices
but Shard
no.
won't let me go in the room. It just snaps me back to where I was standing
You made it.
outside
Oh, there you go.
of the... oh,
There you
I
go.
moved. I got you.
hey! You moved me.
I don't know why.
Are there any windows in this foyer?
No, I'm gonna say there's 2 windows, one on each side of the door. They're really big. The curtains are drawn, but yeah, you can
Okay.
get.
Oh, Kratos walks up and he's like, Andre, let's do it. You want me to throw you through?
No. Let me investigate it first. If the door was transmuted, the windows might be changed as well.
Oh.
Or
Am I like, well,
something
y'all
else.
never actually looked at the window before, so
yeah.
Yeah, and it may not even be a window, so
Ooh.
yeah, I'll investigate the window. I got a 15.
well, it doesn't take a lot to be able to pull the curtains aside and see that you can't see anything through the window. It's just all a solid gray, and when you touch it, it doesn't feel like glass.
Okay, is there any magic on it?
There might be like faint remnants.
Yeah, like a residue of the same transmutation.
Yeah, but as far as you know, this may have been how they always were. There's you can tell, you feel like a slight bit of illusion magic, but it feels like it's on the other side.
I hate those.
Yes. I would think it's rather safe to say this is no longer a meeting. I think we should all be very much on our guard, and I think we should move as one and investigate, as you said earlier, a way out, because this is making the hair on the back of my neck stand straight up. This is very spooky, and I think we need to quickly get out of here as best we can.
That garden in the back, was there any roof over it?
I'm gonna say yes.
Like a greenhouse kind of thing or something like that.
An enclosed garden.
Okay.
Kind of like a greenhouse. Since it was about nighttime, you might have just sort of attributed the sort of gray-looking sky to the fact that the sun was going down, but if you think about it, it's like, wait, I
Light that garden on fire.
it's got the same
It looks like
thing
we're
that
inside the
already
tinder
felt.
box.
Yes, let's light anything on fire right now.
If you look up the stairs, do they lead directly into a space, or is there a walkway around?
Good question.
You can't really see a lot from where you are. There are still a couple of rooms downstairs, but yeah, if you guys want to go upstairs and explore, you are welcome.
Right now, just trying to get an idea of kind of the space.
Yeah.
You can't really tell exactly what's out there. And also, another thing you might have noticed in the dining hall is the ceiling was a lot higher. Something that might have kind of resembled like a catwalk framing it around where the ceiling was in the parlor.
So let's take stock of what we know so far. So far, we've all been asked to come here for a very lucrative job. We saw a note on the door that said, "Worry not what lies behind, what lies ahead is your true destiny," and then another note that said things are not always as they appear. So, that's it.
Kind of feels like someone's running the Prince and the Pauper on us.
I think so.
The notes were in a different hand as well, yes?
Yes, they were.
The first looked more feminine, the other one might have looked a little bit more masculine. Not entirely sure unless you really closely look at it, but it's definitely different handwriting.
Well, I guess we just gotta keep trying. It says to go forward, don't worry about behind.
I think so.
So,
Kramos, do what you do best and kick this door down. Please.
Kramus kicks this door, hoping it's a push.
Which door are you picking?
The one on the left.
Well, I mean, go for it. Roll me a strength check.
Damn.
Oh, you got it. You got it, brother.
16.
Yes.
You hear a thunk and a click of what sounds like a locking mechanism breaking.
Oh, perfect. You've saved me the trouble of doing it.
You've got two ways of opening a lock. Me and your pigs.
That is.
I prefer the first.
As do I.
Like we do have more than one rogue in the party.
Yeah.
Ezra, how are you handling all of this?
Just kind of taking it in. I'm following the group right now.
It's like the things we do for money. I just wanted to retire.
Yeah. As long as they figured out it's less work for Ezra and the same payout.
There it is.
Okay.
Varys would also put his dagger away and pull out his short sword, just getting ready.
Yeah, so Kramus broke the lock. I guess now he just tries to push or pull the door to open.
I'll make another strength check.
She's a feisty one. Oh, this is only a 13.
You give it a good tug and it gives a little, but you feel like it might need a little more oomph. So do it. Give me another check as you tug it again.
I'm actually gonna follow up and try to help him and do something similar.
In that case, you can do that with advantage.
All right, advantage gave me 22.
All right.
There it is. There it is.
So the two of you are able to pull the door open, and you go in, and you find yourself in what kind of feels like a large coat closet. It could probably be like where guest stuff would be put.
Are there any coats currently?
Yes, good question.
I don't know. Roll investigation. We'll see. Or whoever's looking.
How many of the coats are black? It's very important.
Kramus is busy admiring his work on the door. He's not paying attention to coats because I got a 3 on investigation.
Ooh.
19 plus 1, 20.
Placid 20.
Damn, 20 plus 4.
There's like a couple of items of clothing, but okay, so far everything in the house is felt very clean. This room is dusty. Kind of like it doesn't get as much attention as other rooms might. And there's like a couple of things on hangers, and there's also like a full place for cubbies where you'd assume like people could like put bags and stuff.
Some hospitality. I'll put my backpack in one of those.
You're just gonna leave your stuff there?
I don't carry a lot of stuff with me.
Can I quickly, before the room gets before too many people walk around on it, can I look at the ground and see if there's any footprints in the dust that were maybe there before we got there?
Roll investigation.
With an 18 plus 1, a 19.
You don't really see any steps as much, but there is some sort of like tracks in the dust, like something kind of whooshed over it, or like something was like
I have concerns.
Very faint.
There's some serious ghost vibes.
You just say that with no explanation.
Yeah, I think... How do you all feel about ghosts? I think we might be running into some of the not-so-friendly ones very soon. Yeah, he would point out the track, and then if it goes off in a direction, I would start heading off in that way.
It goes off this way, because it looks like it's heading to this door right here into this room, which y'all were thinking about getting into earlier before you got distracted by I don't even remember what. Also, in answering the question, are there any coats? There's like one or two, but they look like they're falling apart. They're like really ratty, and if you look at them, like you can tell they've been there for a while.
I'll probably, with my dagger, I'll probably like check the pockets, like not like actively touching them, but just like lightly. Like it doesn't seem like anybody's missing these. Might as well.
Is there any magic in the room, or is it normal?
Okay. So far, you guys haven't detected anything particularly out of the ordinary, aside from a lot of like vaguely odd things.
Up on the next door.
Sure. Yep. And Kramos grabs on and just tries to pull it open.
It opens with no problem.
Oh!
First try, boys!
Oh, Rod, I'm so proud of you.
And he leads the way through the door, trying to be the one to, if anything happens, be the first one.
I like to follow the tracks.
Yeah, well, they were going through that door.
Yeah, but I want to see where they go next.
I think they're gonna kind of continue to look like they're going through this door here. And there's nothing in this room. It feels kind of like a sort of servant pass-through room.
Our Kramos pushes this door.
And it opens.
Nice.
Kramos has figured out doors!
Two for 2. Well, 2 for like 18, but
If I get 3 in a row, I'm on a hot streak.
you'll gain a level.
Follow the tracks, Ben.
Find yourselves in a library. Once again, you're in a room that is very, very clean. There's bookshelves along the walls. There's 2 chairs kind of like off by themselves with a little table. There's another like bigger table with 2 chairs around it. Looks very clean. Looks like it hasn't been touched in a while. And I guess I have to roll to see more.
Are there still tracks?
There's not as much dust on the floor, so I don't know if you'd be able to really notice any tricks.
I would like to roll.
Can I try? Anyway?
Let's see, I got a 16 perception.
The books seem very well organized because, like, you've spent time in nice libraries, so it's almost like it's been organized by subject and then by author. They do seem in very, very good condition, but full investigation, or like if anyone else wants to check anything.
Ooh, investigation's an 11.
That'll be a 12.
So I still do have detect magic up.
Books look like they're kind of older titles. You don't see any newer stuff.
I'm gonna slowly like pluck one off a shelf. Not open it to read it, just look at it, drop it on the floor, reach for another one, look at it, drop it on the floor, next.
Amazing.
And just work my way methodically down one of the shelves.
Happens.
Alright. That's okay, I'm just leaving books on the floor.
Maybe don't do that.
Considering we're locked inside a lovely stone box, I would say all bets are off. I am usually a person who enjoys a good book. That's why I'm being careful about how I'm dropping them instead of just chucking them all off the shelves. But
I've seen it before. Could be a secret passage or something.
That doesn't mean they need to be dropped on the floor. But alright. Can I do an Arcana check or something to see if there are like any books on magic, or was my 11 just so low that I'm just kind of...
I'll let you roll on that card. Also, what to do that? Ezra, are you doing anything in particular?
Not necessarily. Just kind of watching around with everything else going on. It's kind of a tight space.
Kratos starts following Andrew's lead and just starts pulling books. But he's like placing them down because he's like, yeah, you said be careful.
Thank you, Kramos. Thank you. I'm not saying don't move the books, just maybe don't drop them on the floor. So I got a 10 for Arcana, so I'm just probably concentrating.
quick question. Can you persuade me to stop dropping the books?
I mean, I can try, yeah. I'll roll persuasion. Why not?
Do that, and then I...
Well,
That's a 13. Sure, he's fine with it.
Yeah.
He'll
Okay.
be more polite about putting the books in stacks on the floor.
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright.
Are you just, like, looking at the titles, or are you, like, opening the books to look in them?
I'm probably checking the titles first, and then if a title looks like it has anything to do with magic at that point, I'm probably opening I'm checking real quick.
I imagine you find like a book or two, just like very general books talking about magic. Probably something that you've read before. Do you open it or just leave it shut? Put it back?
Yeah, I'd probably open it, flip through some pages, see if there's any writing or anything.
Completely blank.
Guys, everyone, these pages are blank. I sort of flip the book open to show them.
Holding that I was about to drop. Also blank?
Completely blank.
I flip it over my shoulder. Alright, there's nothing in these. As I pull them, I flip them open and chuck them back. Flip them open, chuck them back.
So what? They're just collecting journals that they're not using. Keep telling themselves, oh, with this journal, I'll really get my life together, but they don't actually.
That's not right.
I feel called out, okay.
Is there any illusion magic on the books, or any sort of magic at all?
I'm trying to think of what kind of magic would be used to wipe something blank.
Ooh, good question.
No, that's a thing. I just do not remember what it is.
Illusion could make it not look like it's there, and
Yeah.
transmutation could physically change it to not have anything
Yeah,
there.
Mhm.
like
Want it
transmutation.
permanent? Probably
There's
transmute.
some faint remnants of transmutation, but it feels like it's something that happened a long time ago.
Okay, these books were transmuted. It looked like whoever did it cast it in order to make the pages blank. It's not that the words are hiding behind an illusion. Someone actually changed all of these books.
Oh, I wanted to read this one.
As I get to the end of this shelf, I say, so these books aren't holding any value right now, in any way, right?
I mean,
He stops at a particularly edgy looking one that has like a black spine and like red engravings. He looks at it and then he puts it in his pocket.
I was gonna say, if you want to keep it and try to have someone else break the transmutation spell or see if there was a way to round it, I don't know.
I mean, there's always uses for a blank book.
Story of my life.
I look up at my 6 unused journals.
Yeah, same.
I have a shelf, then I have more
So-
in my book closet.
Glances over
So
at the one that's sitting on the shelf.
Oh, Boris, this one's called Have Tea with Half-Breeds. This would have been perfect for us.
Friend.
Around this point, you hear the voice again. It's just like, you're a nosy bunch, aren't you?
Well, we have been sort of sealed in here, it seems.
Where's it coming from?
Feels like it's coming from everywhere. Can't really.
Well, you're a shy one, aren't
Everywhere?
you?
Don't like that.
Is there a reason that you needed us to not leave at this time?
No response.
Yeah, you're rude.
Is it time
Is
to
there
knock on the
response?
next door? Sorry.
Is there any magic? Did any sort of magic appear? Like anything that would transmit a voice?
Whatever kind of magic would do that, but you can't detect exactly where it's coming from. It's just.
Alice is going to
Yes.
go up to a shelf,
Okay.
stick her hand behind the books, stick their hand behind the books,
Someone-
and just
Someone's trying to
run
confuse-
past and shove them all to the floor. They are trying to make the biggest mess they can.
You just hear a tisking sound.
Andre is like standing by quietly, but maybe with her eye twitching into one hand, like protectively on her tome.
Just everywhere.
Mhm.
Well, we've really changed our opinion of these books now, haven't we?
Kind of snarl up into the nothing where this is coming from, because this is quite frustrating for Collis.
Oi, mate, if you're not going to show yourself, what's the job all about?
Job? Who said anything about a job?
We were invited
Oh.
here for a job, my brother and I. We're businessmen.
Invitations for us to have some fun.
Yes. Just trying to make an honest living.
And it goes away again.
Well, now I'm getting angry because they are lying to us. This voice.
The voice doesn't sound anything like the stranger that
Oh,
talked.
that's true. We did
No.
talk to someone.
Huh.
Sounds very different, and also kind of like. While you're thinking about it, roll me their history or insight.
So would you like all of us to roll it?
Fire, all of
Hmm.
you.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yes, history or insight, whichever one is higher.
And a 10.
I got an 11.
That's a 2.
That's a 9.
All right, I have a question. If Ezra has walked around and back into the dining hall, does he still hear the voice? Or is it centralized on that library?
I say like it echoes through the wall, so you don't hear it as clearly, but you can understand what's being said.
So it is just local to that room. We wouldn't know that.
Right, Morris, what do you think we should do?
Or whatever was
Yeah.
doing it wanted to make sure he heard it as well.
Well, my thoughts are if whoever we rolled for a history check, a sight check on.
Did anyone get
No.
above a 15?
Let me try.
Their history or insight?
Oh. I'm gonna try insight. That is 23.
As you're thinking about how this whole thing started, it kind of clicks in your head. The person who talked to you about this job and the man you saw in the portraits, you're pretty sure that's the same person. Like, he looked very different. He was paler and there were some differences, but you're pretty sure that was the same person.
But just call us realize that.
Yes.
The rest of you might have just been kind of like, it might have been like something itching at the back of your head, but you didn't
Yeah.
quite put 2 and 2 together.
Kramos, seeing Collis kind of reaching some kind of conclusion, just follows and watches like, oh, right, yeah. Run with it.
And suddenly Collis just bursts through the door and like runs in past you.
That's what I was gonna say, brother. Follow them.
People that have a clue.
You just figured out.
Yeah. We just figured out.
I
Blue's
turn
Clues.
to Ezra, who's in the room as I walked in, and because we were together when we got approached, right?
What is it, Collis? Somebody lost down a well.
It is him. I'm pointing at the portrait.
I think so. Maybe sitting together when the stranger came up to you.
Right. Brother, is that the man that you said talked to you?
Yes, it is. Is this the gentleman who talked to everyone?
Like literally?
Oh,
As it's been pointed out, you probably realize that, oh yeah, that's why he seemed vaguely familiar.
Well, then I think our mutual friend might be in trouble if he's not here to meet us. And the voice was, did it sound female?
Yes.
This might be a wild guess here, but it seems like maybe. And he points out the wife who said is becoming more and more powerful as like the pictures go on. He might be in trouble, and I think we might need to help our friend. I think maybe he's somewhere in this house. So
A spooky idea. So the pictures are a timeline, right? What does the last picture look like? Can we glean anything about the way that the lady is evolving from this picture?
Roll insight.
It's gonna be a 17.
ooh,
So I wasn't planning on having it come out yet. So, as someone who's hunted vampires a lot, you've kind of seen what's sort of like the early stages before someone, probably a couple ways it could happen. In your time, you've seen kind of what it looks like when someone's starting to go down that road. When you look at her, you notice some of the signs. You don't know entirely sure. But also, when you look at him, like, at first in the earlier pictures, he seemed, like, very expressive and, like, full of life, but now he looks more like someone where his smile is just, like, going through the motions, like, some of his personality's gone in a way. Kind of like he's not entirely there. And she's, like, kind of standing behind him as he sits in a chair with her hands on his shoulders. Does anyone else want to roll insight to see if anyone else notices stuff?
16.
Okay.
And just a quick little refresher, I believe this came from Andrew noting something about the female turning into or having vampiristic characteristics.
Do you actually say that?
Oh no,
out loud?
I don't know if he said that out loud.
I got a 15 insight.
I'll probably be saying something more like, now that's more like my kind of prey. And you might be like the double entendre of like, you like the looks of that person, but I'm like messing with one of the teeth on my necklace. And you're like, oh, okay.
Kramos doesn't pick up. He's like, "Oi, like we call them women, not
That-
prey."
Not all my prayer are women.
Um,
I got a 16, but I feel like if Kramos said that while I was looking, my roll is now nullified because I would be very embarrassed that he said that out loud.
You caught me with water.
It's 1438. We don't do that anymore.
Nicholas, you probably notice the way that like her posture is becoming more dominant, and you might also notice that like her eye color is starting to change a little bit. And when you look at him, you see something similar seems to be happening, but it happens a lot later. And Andrew, you probably also notice the eye color.
It's a pretty obvious sign with the eye color, but you can also see that like the skin around the neck doesn't quite bounce back as it should be as the liquids slowly drain out of them. Yeah, no, this is problematic.
I like to imagine you just like pulled out like some professor glasses and like a Vampires 101 book, and you're like pointing at things with a laser pointer.
I'm holding the blank book in front of me and like referencing nothingness.
No, not even a laser pointer. The long metal, like extendable. And as you can see here, we've got.
Victor, I think Colas is the only one that actually knows what you're talking about. Vampires, everyone else is. I don't know if they would realize that's what you're talking about.
From not all my prey are women to pointing at, well, you can see that there's the dehydration setting in from this point, the eye color is changing at this point, and it looks like the man behind is also doing something similar a little bit later. Oh, that's a shame. Both of them will just have to go.
How obvious are you being with these vampiric teeth around your neck? Are they hidden
under the coat, but above whatever like shirt is underneath?
He is playing with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then with this 21 on insight I just rolled, can I piece together that you know a lot about vampires specifically, and that this lady is kind of becoming a vampire?
I don't know if I actually say the word vampire, but with a 21, probably.
Cool.
Yeah, and with some things that you probably know about, maybe from trying to figure stuff out from backstory things, you might be able to at least guess what kind of teeth they are.
Then Varys, like kind of looking at the pictures and looking at Andrew pointing these things out, Varys sort of generally asks to the, not like looking at Varys, not like trying to like out him like that, just like, does anyone know if vampires trick their prey into a situation very similar to this? I think we might have all become prey very recently.
I would be aware of. Have I sprung the trap on purpose on them before?
Since you hunt them, you also have an idea of how they hunt, so you don't accidentally end up being hunted yourself. So, you know, sometimes they can get pretty wily. I don't know if you've heard of specific, actually, history. And I'll give you advantage since it's something you're well aware of.
That is... Thank you for the advantage, that really helped. That's going to be a 19.
Okay, so yeah, you've heard of situations, nothing quite on this level, but you do know some of them can be very wily, and some of the older ones may like to kind of play with their food a little bit.
I was hired on a mission once to escort a man who was invited to a similar dinner party, though albeit with less arcane trickery going on, and something almost like this. It's, they're less like Venus flytraps, immediately devouring the prey, and more like cats.
So what are you saying? We got a cat person coming after us.
We got a cat person, and quite frankly, I'm allergic to cat people.
Them's cat teeth around your neck.
Kind of. They're more problematic, as these seem to be vampiric cats.
And Kramos takes off one of his strap belts and like tries to fasten it around Varys' neck. Like, you gotta keep that safe now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, brother. And Varys walks over. Is there a chair in the room?
Weird
like
visual image.
A wooden chair?
Well, yeah, if you're back in the dining hall, yeah, there are some very nice high back chairs.
Varys, with his not so stellar strength, picks the chair up and tries to smash it on the ground, trying to break it to pieces. Strength check.
Strength check, yes.
That's a 13.
Question. Okay, about inventory, because I'm dumb and I didn't think about this. Would I be carrying stakes? Am I that much of a cliche?
Yeah. Considering how long you've been doing this and the fact that you've pissed several of them off, I imagine, yeah, you at least have like one or two with you.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
roll a d6 and that'll determine how many you have.
All right. They're strapped to my other leg where my dagger is not. Six. I have 6 stakes on my leg.
Damn it, I knew I was going to regret it as soon as I said that.
How about a D4? 3. That's better.
Mhm.
So, yeah, with the chair, it's more of you dropping it than slamming it, but it does kind of crack, so you figure, like, if you get kicks, you could probably break the leg off. You're not going to be great fighting with that, though.
Oh, totally fine. Very like winded. Oh, brother. This chair is a bit heavy for me. Would you mind smashing it to pieces? Because I'm rather weak and I can't smash a chair.
Kramos takes 2 chairs in either hand and lifts them both over his head and like slams them clean into the ground.
Okay, roll me strength.
Ah, yes. Oh, baby. Why would I waste a good roll on this? 23.
They shatter, and you somehow catch the one Varys is trying to break, and it shatters as well.
Thank you, brother.
You've got a wide variety of very like sharp, splintery chunks that you could use.
Yeah, that was. I don't know how mechanically, but it might be for everyone to maybe have a stake-like object. Don't know if it's actually going to be useful. The thought crossed my mind. Also, I hate chairs. I pick
This
up
is a question from someone who has not actually fought one of these in a game before. Do stakes actually work on vampires in D&D?
I don't.
Did anyone
think,
here know?
Actually,
Let's ask the all-powerful Google.
yes, vampire.
I do know that there is like very specific conditions necessary to actually kill them.
Yeah, very much so. Well, I just looked really quickly, and I'm trying not to read too deep into it because I don't want the metagame.
If you stake their heart,
That works.
yeah, but like it's under certain circumstances. Sorry, I was chewing. Yeah, if you stake them like while they're in their resting place, it doesn't kill them. I think it just paralyzes them.
Got it.
That is good to know.
Still pick up a long splinter or a leg or something. Just makes me feel better about myself. Having that.
Broadly, it says a piercing weapon made of wood, so it's not specifically a stake.
Got it.
So as you all are kind of
Oh,
divvying this
okay.
up, you hear the voice again saying, "Oh, not as stupid as the last bunch. This should be fun.
Ones who
And-
invited us.
I mean, why go out hunting when you could have your prey come to you?"
Prey invites you.
Right. I've heard enough. Show yourself, we'll beat you. It'll be fine. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where's the fun in that? You're gonna have to work for your death.
I know it'd be fun for me.
No response.
As for my watch would be if I wasn't in D&D. It's nighttime. That's problematic.
Mm.
Andrew, what sort of magic works best against your chosen prey?
Now, this is not metagaming, even though I am reading through the monster thing. This is reasonable to understand if I've been hunting them. They have a particular lack of fondness to light and anything holy.
Sacred light or flame?
That sounds like a double whammy. As they say in a village that I went to.
Okay.
You've been to Eastcroft too, then? All right.
Yeah, that's that one.
Okay. Would we be an issue with visibility for them? Like us seeing them? Is that one of their tricks?
Themselves in a variety of ways, I guess. I've not seen any myself.
Okay, but if they say turn invisible, so would that be something they can do?
We're in the dining room, right?
I think we're all in the dining room.
Yeah. Is there a tablecloth on the table?
I'm gonna say like there's a table runner kind of down the middle, but for the most part, that's going to be it. That and like cloth napkins.
That's frustrating. Okay.
Andrew, did you say that they can disguise themselves?
Oh boy.
In what ways? That seems to be a leading question. Where does it go?
Well, if they could disguise themselves, I mean, they could be in this room right now. I mean, it could even be. And then he starts breaking more of the chairs,
There could even be a chair.
It could even be the chairs.
Good thinking, brother.
There could even be a chair. Good thinking. You should check for that. I'm usually more concerned about more living things.
He didn't piece together. It could be one of us.
Kramos, I've been walking around with detect magic on. If the vampire was masquerading as one of us, then I probably would have caught it.
Oh!
Also, I think I need to do a roll to see if I actually know what they can shape change into, because at the level that I am, I've not hunted any very strong wily vampires. Like, I'm not like level 20 super legendary vampire hunter. I've been doing this for a while, but mostly I've been catching dumb vampires that just happen to be like, wow, I can eat you now. And I'm like, you're like right in front of me,
I
stab.
found to attack you. Oh, damn. Oh, my heart.
Exactly. So I have no idea if they, or what they could have turned into, unless I roll a 17 on whatever that is, and then maybe nature? Sure, that's an 18. So maybe I've seen some go from a cloud of bats into a vampire mode.
Yeah, there's stuff like that, and some of them can like learn sort of illusion magic to disguise themselves. There aren't a lot that can truly shape change. That's like the really old and really powerful ones.
Yeah.
Dracula.
These might be that category. As I look at the like 30 paintings on the wall.
Yeah.
Of the exact same people.
There's about 6 of them.
Are there any mirrors in this building? Have we seen any mirrors?
No,
Oh, okay.
I haven't really been anywhere that would have a mirror.
Well, like the foyer could have had some.
On that note, roll perception, everyone.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hi,
I
that's 22 low.
do!
Perception.
That's gonna
Don't
be a
notice
9.
anything.
Again.
17.
Why
Oh,
did I-
Ezra has a 22 also.
17.
11.
20.
Ooh.
Okay, so you don't notice anything either, but the rest of you see another thing just sort of slid across and a paper drops to the ground.
That would be one of the things that they could turn into.
Kramer's hearing that, crumples up the paper and throws it away.
No. I must come.
I go and get
Not the
book.
paper. Not the paper.
Oh, I thought you meant... Oh.
No, I meant the little thing that's flying across the ceiling.
What does the paper say?
This one says, there's more to the story, keep exploring, and when you're ready, head downstairs.
There's a downstairs.
We haven't seen any steps to go downstairs, so
I guess we must keep exploring.
Let's-
If there's
Keep looking.
I haven't checked upstairs
that
yet.
sounds good. We still have 2 rooms over here on the left side.
yes.
Yes. And then we have the entirety of the right.
Alright, so you going in there?
Make my way over to that door, and I'm gonna gesture to our dear friend Kramus.
Mhm.
Oh, finally. Time for my hot streak. And he grabs onto the door, turns it over in his mind for a second, and he pulls.
Doesn't open.
Ah,
Damn it.
no.
He pushes. He pushes with the most frustration.
Alright, so you do that, and I think I have decided...
This room is a mess. Why are there so many books on? Oh, that's right. That was us.
Hang on, I have to figure out where exactly it spawned these. Wait, hang on.
Yes.
Brother, could you imagine having a house and not keeping it clean?
We keep the streets cleaner than this. This is a pigsty. These. I don't think there's going to be a reward for this job. Seeing the state of the house that they're in.
I mean, we might live in a hovel, but at least it's a clean hovel.
I mean, a home is a home, especially wherever you are, brother. That's where I call home.
Aww.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, brother.
You think if we kill this lass, we could live here?
Oh, you're all going
Yes.
into the room, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so you walk in.
Oh boy. Oh.
With detect magic.
And there's your skeleton standing right in the middle of the room.
Perfect.
Let's get some initiative.
Kramus would have been leading the way in.
Oh, okay. If you go in first, hang on, they're skeletons and they're dumb. They didn't notice you were there, so you can get a surprise.
If you permit me, I kind of like this a little bit. Kramus opens the door, pushes it through, sees the skeletons, and closes it. All right.
That makes sense.
We got a couple of them bony boys in this room. Maybe we don't. No. If you guys want, we can fight them.
Well, I think we should, but maybe there's a more way to start this fight.
Oh, I like the way you think, brother. And Kramus tries to tackle the whole door so that it like boards across and slams into all of them.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Amazing.
21!
Yes.
Works. You just knock the door off of its hinges, and you could you swear you hear the skeletons scream a little. If skeletons can scream.
They make bony noises.
Yeah, they rattle.
Okay, so I'm going to. This one is
They
going
rattle
to
their
be-
bones.
Call says something exciting.
Oh. Are we still doing initiative? I get really good initiative, that's it.
Yeah, roll initiative and see.
Yeah.
See who gets to do something next. Now that at least one of them is pinned and the other two are kind of staggered backwards because you just flattened their friend with the door.
I got a 13. Even with advantage.
Oof. Wait, hang on. I should probably hit the start encounter button.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, Shard is pretty
What is
pretty
this?
cool.
I don't know how this. I didn't actually set up any encounters, so never mind. I didn't actually. I forgot to do a thing, so I'm just gonna make it up as I go.
I believe in you.
We need
now
to,
I have to-
organize ourselves onto the grid.
I guess Kramos would be on top of this guy. On top of a board.
Peter, you got 15.
I got a 12.
Kramos got 14. Oh,
Oh, it's got a
God.
26.
Holy cow.
I rolled a natural 20
Oof.
plus 4, and then I get plus my wisdom modifier for my art of the ambush or whatever it's called.
Amazing.
Yes.
An ambusher.
Ezra?
22.
Oh, wait. Yin needs to roll initiative. How is that going to work?
Just roll it manually, and I'll tackle it from there. I will figure out how to set up combat encounters in here later. I thought it was prepared. I forgot to actually look at how to do that.
Okay, let me just get a dice.
I think you don't do it right now, but I think you can actually add another token, Brianna.
is she operating off the Find Familiar spell?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
You could just have her have the same initiative as you, and it's just like you go and then she goes, or whichever.
Okay, I was gonna say I rolled an 11. I just don't really know what to add. She has a plus.
just plus
let's
2.
see, plus 2 to
Probably just
dex.
that,
So I guess it'd
And
be
was that for you or just her?
so 13. That was for just her. I got a 17.
Want to type Vilena?
No, Vilena is not here. So Vilena wouldn't like this either. But
No.
All right, so Hollis, what are you going to do?
Okay. I am going to. I guess I'm just gonna push past Ezra, go into the doorway.
You can also
Oh,
Zoom
yeah,
in.
you can zoom
I'm
in.
gonna.
You can zoom in real far.
You can zoom in real far, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, you can zoom in real far. I didn't know
okay.
you could go that far.
The suits of the cards on Kramos's forearm.
Dang.
tattoo. And keep going all the way till they.
Wow.
Oh! I went straight through him. Oh, he moved. That's why.
Okay.
Wild.
That is insane.
Oh, I didn't want to move him.
I
He's
love
supposed to be
this
on
thing.
this boy.
Yeah, no, I accidentally moved him trying to move the map. I
Sorry.
apologize.
I love that you have
Right?
hate tattooed on your knuckles.
I love this random art I found.
I wasn't sure if it was hate or hat. And I was
Almost is a badass.
Oh, I love it so much more. We cannot see the E. I'd love to assume that it's hats. It says hats.
Kramos definitely said.
Right.
2 T's.
Hollis, what
Okay.
you doing?
Okay. One of them prone.
Yes, it's gonna be the front one right here.
Yeah,
Front one?
Kramos is
Okay.
kind of on top of him.
The door covers like his legs down, and he's just looking very shocked.
I'm going to shoot one, I guess, labeled 6. We're here on the side.
Oh, that's
Okay.
convenient that they're labeled.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of great.
It's labeled laser.
That's also our initiative order.
Theoretically,
Nice. That's cool.
if I had actually set it up correctly.
Okay. Actually, because it's my first turn, I can attack it twice. I'm gonna do that
Ooh.
Okay.
with my longbow. First attack is 9.
Nope. You whiz past and it goes straight between the other two and thuds into the wall.
So I'm gonna attack second time. 11.
You whiz a little closer, but it still misses.
Okay, you're going away now. Thanks.
Okay.
No.
Not that dice. No, not anymore. Use a different dice next time.
All right.
Alright, then I'm going to back over here and on the other side of the door, over here, I guess, outside of their straight line of sight. I get covered.
I realized I didn't actually roll for the skeletons.
Uh,
I know how to combat, guys. It's fine. We're just all the same thing. It's fine. Ezra, your turn.
So we can. The door's cleared enough that we could actually get into the room.
The door's off its hinges.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I'm saying this. It's not like piled up right at the entryway.
Yeah.
no, you just have to step over the half orc that's laying on the door.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. So Ezra's gonna
Watch my
jump
buns.
in here. And I imagine everyone's within, it looks like the same 5-ish feet block.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to go after, I don't see the number on this one, but the top right.
One that was not knocked prone?
Yep. Correct. The one on the right side behind the one knocked prone.
Gotcha. Like, I have his little thing pulled up.
Cool. Yeah, so Ezra's going to pull out his rapier and poke at it a little bit. 13.
About to say,
Nice.
that just hits, and I do believe you should get sneaked down the...
Yes,
Correct.
because everyone's within 5 feet.
Yeah, if you have an ally within 5
Mhm.
feet.
Yep.
And you have
All right.
one ally that's literally laying on top of one of them right next to you.
Let's see.
Yes, so
I do
you
this.
hit him, and
It's 6 for the rapier and 5 for the sneak attack.
so it's a total of 11.
Yes.
11's pretty good.
Yeah, but 3d6.
He's not looking real great. I can work.
He looks fine. He's basically unaffected.
It's like you did nothing.
Just a little bag of bones.
He looks like could probably just like reach out and he would be gone.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna bonus action disengage, and I'm gonna use the rest of that movement to walk back out.
Love a rogue.
Like walk up, poke,
Mhm.
walk out.
Bonus action disengage is so strong.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to spend key points to do that. Like a fool.
You chose that.
I did.
Yep, and that'll be it for me.
All right, so that is your turn. That means it is the skeleton's turn. I feel like the one you have prone, which is number 5, he's gonna try and hit you.
Bring it on.
Makes sense. Kramos, be careful.
And he's got his short swords. He's just gonna... I don't suppose a 13's gonna hit.
Nah, I got a 15.
Yeah, so he just awkwardly swings and just whiffs. But the other two, since there's something big and beefy that just flattened their friend, are also going to try and attack. No. And it ran away. One of them got a 19 to hit.
I'll do it.
Alright, so I believe he's gonna smack you with the short sword. It's 1d6 plus 2. It's 5 damage. Slashes on the back of the shoulder. Not super deep, but enough. You feel it.
Please, Boris hits me harder than that when I do bad.
That
I'm now
hurts.
very concerned about this relationship right now.
You should be. Because if you look in the background, Varys is like seeing his brother getting hit, and like he is getting very upset and very sad that this is happening.
What is he going to do about it? We'll see if they're still
Yeah.
alive when we get to them. Alright, so that is the end of their turn, because they can't hit things, so... Andre, it's your turn. This guy is looking real rough. This guy's partially flattened. And this guy's looking fine. And I think he's the one that just hurt your friend.
The one in red hurt my friend, or hurt the person I know? Well, wait, which one hurt Cramo?
6. This one right
that
here.
That one? Okay. Well, then this one I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on.
Give it to him.
Ooh.
2d8. Okay, they have to succeed a dex save.
Alright. I'm gonna guess a 10 doesn't quite make it.
No. So he takes 8 radiant damage. Let's put it that way.
Love that.
Which I feel like would hurt. No, it doesn't say that would hurt it more.
Okay. Well, that's okay. That's still 8 damage.
He's doing not as great. Actually, hang on. This guy needs to have taken some damage from having a door dropped on him. I rolled a d6 to see how much that would be.
That voice was either a 6 or a 1.
No, it
6?
was a 1.
He kind of braced himself.
Oh, that's unfortunate for us.
Alright, so is there anything else you can do?
I think I just get 1 attack.
Any bonus action things you can do?
Not that I know of.
Alright, and you moving at all, or?
No, I'm staying right
Perched
here.
and ready to go.
In that case, well, it's your turn.
Is Hex a bonus action? And do you have Hex?
I think it is.
I have Hex.
She only has so many spell
Yeah.
slots.
Oh, I thought it was a cantrip. Oh.
Yeah, I only have 2 spells. Yeah, no, it doesn't mention it being a bonus action.
A casting time, 1 bonus action.
Oh, okay, that's where that is. Okay, then let me see
Yeah.
if I can,
Well, I mean, don't waste your spells on this.
No, I'm seeing if there's any cantrips that I have. Nope. That's not
Yeah, I don't
helpful.
think any of these... I mean, some of these look very uncomfortable, but...
Yeah, but no. Nope. Okay.
Alright, that's your turn. In that case, Kramos, it is your turn. You have the one on the floor right in front of you, the one that looks like it's about to fall apart, and then the jerk that stabbed you.
So Kramos stands up and like dusts off his pants. He's like, right. And he pulls his vest up a little bit, reaches in, and he pulls out his greatsword from his vest of holding.
I love that.
Mhm.
And he's like, let's do it. And he's going to take a big ol' swipe on the one that is on the ground. And I do believe prone targets get advantage on the attack roll.
Mhm.
Yes. He's not going anywhere unless he leaves his legs behind.
Which you could probably do.
Unfortunately, it's still only a 15. I rolled a 7 and 8. But
Well, that does hit.
hell yeah. Oh, nice. 15 damage. Thank you, Shard. Yeah, 15 damage on the prone boy.
Heyo.
Hey!
He just shatters, and he does, like, you just kind of hear this sigh. It sounds almost like a faint sigh of relief.
Also, I love the sad bones.
Yeah, it's the best. That's the best part
Yeah.
of Shard.
And so he walks forward on the doorway just to get a little closer, and then he goes for the one that hurt him. And he will make a reckless attack, giving me advantage on the attack, but everyone advantage against me. Nat 20, baby!
Hey.
So then, with savage attacks, I do get to roll an extra damage die. So,
you're rolling.
3d6. How do I custom roll? D6. 2, 3, roll. Oh, bummer. 7 plus 4 is 11 damage on the crit on number 6.
Well,
Yeah.
it also shatters, and you hear another just sigh of relief.
These guys are nothing but a bunch of twigs. All right, that's it for me, lads.
Alright. Is either Andrew or the dragon? I'm gonna say, Andrew, I'm guessing you have a higher, is it Dex that we could do for that?
Yeah, I think it's Dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dex is 14.
Okay. It's the dragon's Dex.
15.
It's up to you guys. It's gonna be the same modifier, so.
Ties just is decided by the players. They just decide who wants to go first.
Okay. Yeah, you can go first. Yin would not mind that.
I'll walk forward into the room, so I'm actually present. And he has the one gloved hand and one ungloved that has the tattoo on it. He'll draw his nail across the palm of his hand, and blood will come out, and it'll turn into a silver longsword.
Ooh.
And he's just gonna walk up to the skeleton and just give it a good old whack.
Ooh.
Roll to attack, see if you actually hit.
It's 22 hit.
That skeleton's dead.
Amazing.
Actually, and roll damage to see how bad that hurts.
Since he's a duelist. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be 10 damage. 10 damage.
It shatters almost into dust due to a sigh of relief that sounds a little more pained than the last one.
Ow! That feels so good.
I don't know if it feels so good or, okay, yay, we're finally done here for them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all did it.
Boris, I thought you told me there was iron in blood, not silver.
I'm gonna collect my useless arrows.
Well, brother, I missed that day in urchin school, apparently. I do apologize for that. But that was very cool.
I leave the sword stuck where the dust of the skeleton is, and I walk away, and as I walk away, it just kind of fades away.
I'm gonna go collect my 2 useless arrows.
You can.
Oh my gosh, very cool.
Andrew, how are you able to do that?
Through some of my training, I have a particular affinity with my weapons. I don't need to be carrying them necessarily.
I love that.
Admittedly, that one of my favorite classes is this class.
He does kind of have a favorite class there.
Kramos tucks his greatsword back into his vest.
It's like that, actually. I really like the vest idea.
I had picked a different magic item, and then after picking the magic item, I found the art while we were on the call, so I messaged Brandon and I was like, hey, can I have a vest of holding instead of a bag of holding? And she's like, yeah. I was like, hell yeah.
I'm just like, yes.
For sure.
Oh, hey, Colas, tell them about the bag I inspired you to have.
A tail bag. Like a belt bag. It's on my tail.
I have a picture. Brilliant, I love it.
I love it. I love it.
She messaged me at it was either last night or this morning.
It was this morning. I think I messaged you about something else last night. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was today, this morning at 9:23. She sends me this picture. And is like,
He's like,
you want one? Yes.
He is a one-liner kind of guy, so here's his one-liner. The judge of the damned will be kind to you. As he walks away.
Hey guys, Brianna here with a quick message for all of you lovely members of the TTRPG community. We have a group of friends who needs your help. Go on Twitter and check out Homebrew Queens at Homebrew Queens and see what you can do to help these lovely ladies bring their father back to the table. Let's show them what community is all about.